Hey everyone, welcome back to more Black Myth Wukong. So let's go ahead and take care of the Yaksha Prince. And this is going to be the one where it really matters. Oh. Okay, this is cold. Damn, it's like... Huh. There's... Guys, did you just see this? There's no way I just beat the Yaksha Prince just like that. Alright.
只想着报仇，家都不要了。把师兄的东西吐出来！
It is actually Rakshasi.
奴家来迟，大王受苦了。他们没一个肯来。
夫人，罢了。
两位上仙，万望垂死，饶我儿一命。这孩子是西方夜叉部仅剩的一缕血脉。 身世之悲惨离奇，世间罕有。他现在已无还手之力。若能放他一条生路，我罗刹女与大力王情愿潜心隐性，做官修行，连同一对儿女，永驻火焰上。
Well, now if we try to kill him, it will just seem like the villain.
我夫妻两人甘心代他受罚。如果上仙不弃，这把宝扇也一并送上。
Well, I mean, we'll gladly take it.
有情出有火，火出无情。
Damn, he looks so
知
cool.
仇不报，何来修行？他们想看的，正是如今我们跪着的模样。
Well, I guess we still gotta fight him. Well, shit.
偏不让你们。
Okay, so I guess he wouldn't want to live in dishonor, so he'd rather choose death. That's just sad. Rip to the Yaksha Prince. Damn. Even the Bull King is grieving. Damn. Sad feels. Sad feels. But with that, we get our last relic. Probably read on the lore for the Yaksha Prince.
"熊皮，你戴罪立功，赐饮一顿。雕鼠，你替天行道，耳朵拿去。黄梅，你重振旗鼓，鼻子收好。白眼，你忍辱负重，舌头留下。牛魔。 你大义灭亲，最是不义。他的身子留给你了。
So I'm guessing that's the bull in his prime. So I'm guessing this is when, after Wukong fell from the prologue chapter.
你这老牛，真是晦气到家了。这一辈子就没选对过一次。什么时候就？
No, this is just so cool. Just seeing the animation, it's like we for real need a Wukong
你省些力气，咱们还要杀上天去擒那玉帝老儿。此子看着像是天兵头领，牛哥，你帮我殿后，我去会他一回。
我知你不情愿，可我又何尝不是勉强？那孩子，是他们逼我吃了子母河的水，借腹而生。若无那只猴子，我们本可当这一切从未发生。你我从此两地分居，各自清静。
老匹夫！ 你早知我身世，为何还愿做他们的狗？孩儿本不想与你恩断义绝，你若还念一丝骨肉情分，就该把那东西交付于我，放我回去给同宗报仇。
大王，这把扇子送与那猢狲。 叫他退兵去吧。
Damn, dude is really torn. Because that's his brother.
也要定了。任师傅修正过，只有这条路是留给我们走的。长兄还不明白吗？
猴哥，那老牛的小娘子也被我一耙处死了。拨开一看，哎，原来是个玉面离青。
So I kind of wonder who those two are. Guessing they're also, I mean, I know they're like part of the Celestial Court, but I wonder who the character So I'm kind of confused. Is this when Wukong was fighting the Celestial Court, or at another point in time? Because that's the only thing I'm really confused with this sequence here. But now it's with the final at that
我一直以
that
为
battle.
攒了功德，入了仙班，他们就会放过我，也会放过你们。原来我这样的人，只怕独自活着便是罪过。
Much like the Yaksha Prince.
长兄，照顾好妻儿。我死后画的东西，碰不得。
Damn, this is just so sad. Well, that concludes Chapter 5, Golden Child, Crimson Blood.
夜叉毕竟是8部战力之首，纵然铁打的筋骨死个百十回也合情理。可那小鱼儿、小车子，为何也打得这般狼狈？风风火火，云里雾里，你所见即是你所愿。若不是心神不安，怎会被自作聪明的孩儿所骗？急之亦不暇，缓之或自明。下次没了悟能，你还能悟空吗？
Alrighty. And there we have it, our final relic. Level 93, awesome. So let's see here. So we have some ribbons that we can go with. Fine gold, kun steel. I mean, hey man, more mine core is always more mine core. Let's go with it. What a chapter. What a chapter. So, I was right that Rakshasi bore that child from someone else, not the Bull King. So it had to be someone from the Celestial Court that demanded it. But we'll read the lore on it in a second. So first off, let's read on our friend here, the Bull King.
取经前，孙悟空是个遍访英豪、广交鲜友的快活人。他有6个弟兄，牛魔王便是其一。他俩一个称齐天，一个称平天，可谓是性情相投。至于说分道扬镳、大打出手，都是后话。
In other words, read Journey into the West. Got it. So I'm guessing that's the Emperor of the Celestial Court?
为降服牛王，连
Yeah.
玉帝都降下旨意。哪吒与他老爹，一个脚踩火轮，手拿斩妖剑、缚妖索；一个拖着宝塔，身携照妖镜，再汇聚一干神仙，好一番恶战，这才让那牛王勉强认输。
So they had to do all that just to subdue our friend here, and yet it was like by hair's breadth. I mean, how powerful was he? That's the real question. All right, and then there's the Yaksha. Well, at that point he was called Red Boy.
那牛王倒地之时，回眸一瞬，似已看到了他最害怕的噩梦：红孩儿脚踏战车，领6剑将来取他性命。他愿这一天永不到来，却又盼着这一天快点到来。
Should probably read on the red card on the elemental cards too. So because they were like his companions. I'm guessing. So the Ping Ping that we've been interacting with was Red Boy in disguise, and it seems like Ping Ping's mother was a fox squai.
这是积雷山魔云洞玉面公主，
Yeah.
她有100万家私，又慕牛王神通广大，情愿倒陪招赘为夫。他2个过了阵快活日子，直到取经一行人到来，玉面公主被8戒打杀，传说2人还生有1女，不知下落。
Makes me wonder if maybe if we do get a DLC, we'll actually encounter Ping Ping. Maybe. Well, with that, on to Chapter 6. The last one. Chapter 6, Unfinished. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting one. Boss rush mode. I know a lot of people do not like this, and certainly people feel like it felt unfinished. And I could see that just because there's just a bunch of bosses. Well, looks like we get to go back to the beginning. Tai, I think it was? I forget.
"好侄啊，我们这是还乡，不是投胎。那老猴子好不好，都在花果山顶上等着呢，不用忙慌。咱们按他吩咐把5根收归来，只待他拿出第6根，齐了。
Alrighty. Let's get that last relic. So first, let's see here. So for the final one, we have... So you massively reduce the stamina cost of all charged heavy attacks, considerably increase maximum health, considerably increase the 4 Bane's resistance. Which one to go with? You know what? Let's go with maximum health. That's always nice. And then now we can go with the fan. This is what we need. So moderately increased stamina recovery rate, and then upon activation creates a hurricane that lifts the enemy airborne, highly effective against specific enemies. So at this point we can fight the secret boss now from chapter 3. And we're going to do that. Now I'm going to give this a couple of times, and then maybe we come back here to chapter 6 and then just, you know, save Erlang to like the... Well, I kind of already said it, so the final boss, like the secret boss is for chapter 3 is Erlang. So we're gonna fight him a couple of times. If we still get clapped, which we will, then we'll come back here to chapter 6, deal with the stuff here, and then right before we fight Wukong, we'll fight Erlang. But this is definitely this is very good. Now, as for our relics here, so let's see. Slightly reduces the cooldown of all spells. Moderately increase the speed of build-up focus points. Okay, so let's see what we have. So that's gaining will, experience, the chance of obtaining materials from defeated enemies, land enough successful hits on the enemy to avoid the next fatal blow. So you can increase the attack of all burning, inflicting, and chill inflicting transformations. So that's defense, damage reduction. That one still could be really good. That's the poison stuff, stamina recovery rate, crit hit chance. Upon successful hits with light attack combos, you'll moderately increase attack for a short duration. Perfect dodging. So while perfect dodging, recover a small amount of stamina. Full health, you'll increase attack, critical hit chance, poison resistance. Yeah, where's the damage reduction? Oh, let's see. I know this. I thought there was one, unless I'm getting that mixed up with the gourd or the what do they call it? The soaks. Yeah, maybe I'm getting it mixed up with that one. Let me see. So this is when you're at full health. Use the gourd to recover amount of mana. Was it this one? Yeah, okay, so it is this one. Got it. Okay, so... God, that's so fucking loud. Let's see. So, what should I go here, then? So that considerably increases defense. So, slightly increases damage bonus. Recovery rate. I mean, I might go with that one, honestly. Just because upon successful hits with light attack combo, moderately increase attack for a short duration. Yeah, let's just go with it. Well, it looks like we have soldiers from the Celestial Court waiting to deal with us. Okay. Their helmets remind me of Artorias' helmet from Dark Souls. Alright, sir, you gotta stop that. Well, I guess he took care of him. So now we got soldiers from the Celestial Court starting to bar our path. They're all ganging up on him. It's so funny. It's like it's literally an army of monkeys. Okay, so let us go ahead and rest here, and let's go get some items from the shop. See what we missed. Oh, nice. So we got 6 mine cores. Awesome. Some more fine gold, celestial ribbon, gold tree, and we'll take the mined home to mountain for the map. Alright, now for crafting. So yeah, unfortunately we cannot get the entire Bull King set on this run, so like I said, if there's a DLC, I will certainly show it off. So Pillar Stance, varied combo, sweeping gale, turning deal additional damage. Ooh, that sounds nice. Let's go with that. Oh, but we are short on our money, so let's see if I can sell anything here. Don't really have a whole lot. So we can try crafting some more. So that's the Bull Kings. So let's see here. So we have on right now the Yaksha mask. So this is outrage. Let's just see here. Alright, so we can go for that. So I guess this is a good time to show you guys the farming spot. So we're going to go back to chapter 4. Should be, so we have that one, Middle Hollow. Was it this one? So now I can show you guys the cool thing about this farming spot and how you can just get a bunch of will. Haven't really used it on this run, just because we've been fine, but is it this one? I can never remember. Okay, so it's not this one. I know it's not that one. Would it be here? Pool of Shattered Jade. Might be this one. Okay, it is. Cool. So, what we're going to do is, first things first, we're going to use... Which one is it? Red Tides, Azure Dust... No. Is it Ebb and Flow? Not Ebb and Flow. Okay, it's gonna be Ashen. Then the next thing that we're gonna do is just take up all the points. Okay, and then the next thing, let's just go here. Actually, no, because we want to attack. But so hopefully this will be plenty. Okay, so first things first. Maximum might, recovery speed, decay. So each talent slightly increases attack will transform. I'm gonna go for that one. It's frost damage, scorch, poison. It's thunder. Perfect dodge. Does might just increase the, I think might, all that does is increase the like the stamina bar, if I'm not mistaken. So we can just go with that. Now the next thing that we're going to do is we are going to switch out. So slightly increase will, then experience, and moderately increase the chance of obtaining materials from defeated enemies. Now I'm pretty sure there's something like you can use for like just a spirit summon. Well, yeah, there is. I've just remembered. So then we're going to go and switch out. Moderately reduce the cooldown of all spells. Increase scorch damage and burn resist. So we're looking for something here that basically that increases like something like with will gained or something. So that's frost damage, increase attack, maximum mana. So that increases scorch damage, increases damage reduction, because I thought there was something that did something like with gaining more will or something. Yes, moderately increase the will gained. So all of this is going to be very helpful here. So we'll only do this a couple of times. And boom, there you go. So, yeah, like I said, I don't want to spend too much time doing this, but I also wanted to show you guys, just because we are already at, oh my goodness, we're almost at 34 minutes, so, only do it one more time. So let's see if we can get any more, because I might just do the rest off screen. So let's see here. So we are going to go to crafting. So we can get that one. So this one, yeah, so let's go with that. Well, even though we don't have a whole lot here, should probably... Tell you what, how about now we'll just read on the lore. So next episode we shall work on Erling. So, I guess first of all, let us see, where is our friend? So we got... Yes, we got the Bishoy, Golden Eye, Red Boy. Then we have the Yaksha King. Then we have Bull King, Rakshasi, and Ping Ping. A lot of interesting stuff, but I think the most important one is reading on these two. So let's see here. So Red Boy. So for many years, Red Boy had been given the same nightmare in his childhood. He shared this nightmare with his mother. It was like, Mother, there were so many people, and they were all coming to kill me. My dear, once you fall asleep again, you will forget all about it by tomorrow. Yet the boy was excited, but I am very powerful. I defeated monks as tall as mountains, strange birds, and fire-breathing statues. I am not afraid of them at all. Oh, how brave you are, my dear. He continued, I dreamt that I grew up into an adult with long horns on my head and long spikes on my hands. I could kill a bunch of bad people at once, but there were too many of them. I couldn't kill them all. Later, some strange people I had never seen before came. They hung quietly in the sky, not coming down, just silently watching me from above. His mother pulled him into her arms. If that day ever comes, your father and I will go to the sky with you and kill them all. Will we die? So she says, nothing. I dreamt they killed me, and I turned into a red lotus flower. And Mother, you picked this lotus flower, and I became your child again. He continued to chatter, Mother, if I die, would you be willing to give birth to me again? Don't you ever say this again. So, dude had a very interesting dream that he was just killing a bunch of people, and eventually they killed him. I'm guessing the people in the sky is the Celestial Court. So then we have Yaksha King. So the raging flames had reached the Golden Hall. The sounds of battle outside were deafening, though they were muffled within. The king, gravely wounded, sat amidst the wreckage, holding a recently deceased young boy in his arms. A figure stood behind the curtain, sighing, such devastation, don't you see? It's all because of you. The king remained silent. Whether the Yaksha royal lineage continues or ends depends entirely on your decision today. The king couldn't help but glance around the Golden Hall, still able to see traces of its former glory. They say Yaksha are the most resolute, yet you, as their king, are hesitant and indecisive. The king gently stroked his stunned son's face, the body still warm. He wished dearly that the boy could see his vast and beautiful homeland he had never been to. If you even have a shred of lingering desire, why not try my method? The unattainable wish in your heart. I will take care of it for you. As a king, was he not even allowed to die on the battlefield? The king closed his eyes. Finally, he opened them and said slowly, since there is no salvation, I will leave me and my son at your disposal. Splendid. It's not too late to understand it now. The figure clapped, and a white-clad Taoist emerged from behind. So that's not this is going to be the Firekeeper. The Taoist approached the Yaksha King, bowed, then sat cross-legged on the ground. He extended his hands above the boy's head and began to chant softly. Before long, a small blood-red lotus flower emerged slowly from the boy's forehead, crystal clear and vibrant. The Taoist carefully plucked the lotus and placed it into the bowl he carried. The Yaksha King fixed his unblinking gaze intently at the lotus. The figure said, "The red lotus is the essence of your son's soul. To ensure it does not dissipate before successful reincarnation, we will need your life and the water from the river of childbearing." The Yaksha King raised his arm, taking one last look at the blood lotus. "I will do it myself." So, okay, I think I'm starting to picture how our friend the Yaksha Prince came into being. So I'm guessing there was a sacrifice needed. In this case, we had, we have the Yaksha King here. So he dies. So possibly needing his blood, his soul, or something, and then maybe mixing it together with the river of childbearing, and maybe there's more involved with Rakshasi, but it seems as if it was a very, what I would say, excruciating, childbirth, just because, so she's basically taking in I guess, like in this case, she's taking in the Yaksha, like, influence in her or whatever, trying to bear this child and everything, which must be a very tormenting experience. But my thing is, why is it that Rakshasi has to, give birth to this like Yaksha in the first place? So maybe we will find that out in the with Rakshasi. So for trying to figure this out here. Let's see. Finally, open it in facility. There is no salvation. I will leave me and my son at your disposal. So yeah, like the whole reincarnation thing. Maybe like to reincarnate his, to reincarnate his son. In order for this to work, he must die and must need the water of the childbearing, and then it comes into question. Then there's probably someone that has to be willing to take the child, which in that case they would need Rakshasi. At least that's how I understand it. But either way, it seems like the Yaksha King dies. Looks like many of their people, are also being hunted down, killed, forced to extinction. But the Red Boy himself would be like the sole survivor. But we will read on these three, and maybe just Rakshasi, and then because there was also like the elemental carts. If I can find it. No, it's not here. Okay, so it's in Yagwai Chiefs. Because then we have... God, there's so many bosses we fought. 5 elemental carts, yeah. So we have the 5 elemental carts that we will also look into. So 5 elemental carts, Rakshasi, for next episode. But until then, guys, I shall catch you all in the next one. Take care.